Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, hold on. I'm outside. I can't do anything.
Oh. 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 Why are you all so angry? That's what I don't understand. That's what I really just want to make fun of you about, is that I can make you angry. That some loser in his mom's basement in his fucking underpants, smoking a joint, drinking coffee in the morning. Allahu Akbar! Ooh, that's a handsome Islamic jihadist. Oy vey, Reboina Shaloila, and look at the biceps on that one. Can I get a, can I get a, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, can I get an, oh yeah? Hello? All right, everybody. I know many of you may not live here in the United States of America, and that you are refugees and immigrants of the Syrian Islamic jihadist wars that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton started. So I want to apologize on behalf of Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama for displacing you and putting you in Europe. I know living, in some of the best cities in the world may be kind of annoying when you came from Aleppo. Aleppo wasn't that great to begin with, let's be honest. I mean, Aleppo was never that nice. But Aleppo isn't even around anymore. Aleppo was destroyed.
You redneck. I'm not a refugee, bro.
Don't get emotionally triggered. Let's just get to the facts.
I'm gonna fight for Russia.
Wait, your dad is a.
Kick him.
Kick him. Kick him. Grow a set of testicles. Grow plums between your legs.
identify with them and they then bring that over to secondary school, that's why I said you're both right. Because once they bring that behaviour over to secondary school, there's no place for it. In primary school, it's very easy to control. You can't do that in secondary school. The child has a very high level of autonomy. They walk how they want to walk, talk how they want to talk, act how they want to act, behave how they want to behave. It just results in exclusion. If this was private school, a teacher can pull them up for running through the hallway and not walking. A teacher can pull them up for speaking in the wrong tone. At secondary school, that will just result in an exclusion. They don't have time. So this is why I'm saying that I believe that you're both right. I do believe you've raised very valid points, and I believe that you're both right. But what I would say, the reason I believe that it wouldn't necessarily impact on immigrants is because they haven't had that transition of being exposed to a community and feeling that it's okay for them to reenact this. They haven't done that. They're just here to learn. They've kept themselves on the straight and narrow because everything is very new to them. They've got a hunger for success. They're not interested in assimilating a roadmap. They're not interested in walking wearing a valley. They're not doing all of that. They're not trying to do up all of that.
Diego.
How do I?
I need to say this. I'm going to leave the room. Big man thing.
Let Diego go.
I've been waiting, so if I can't talk, I'll leave.
No, I was literally going to say let you go. I just saw that you had your hand up.
Diego came on. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. I ain't gonna speak too much. I'd rather listen if I'm being honest. In fact, I'm even preparing something for the publisher, so trust me, I don't want to talk too much. Okay, so I've heard all of the stuff that's been said. And for me, and this is something which I've not really elaborated on in this app, because I wanted to reinvent myself, so I didn't really want to talk about anything about my road experiences or anything like that. You know, it's kind of amusing seeing, like, you know, hearing perceptions and whatnot. Anyway, I'll cut to it. I've been fucked up by the education system. In fact, it's so deep that it's even pervaded my life outside, okay? So from day dot, I was basically sent to a special school, despite the fact I actually demonstrated outstanding intelligence for my age. I first got sent to like some school where, let's just say I went to school with paraplegic people and people who had egregious, very evident educational difficulties, right? I had no business being there. Let me finish.
Well, I'm not interrupting you. I just...
You can ask. No. Well, have I said that yet? I ain't said that yet. Don't put words into my mouth.
No, that's what I'm asking, bro.
No, but
Just mute up.
It's not that deep. Let me finish talking that. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Stop this shit.
Can we just...
No, don't go, Diego. Don't go.
Diego, don't leave.
You see, all I said was, what do you mean special needs? All I said, what do you mean special needs? It's like crying. Am I interrupting?
Listen, my lad. I'm trying to be inconsiderate. You're very inconsiderate because there's a lot of time I'm talking and people up to jump in and hear what? I forget what I was on about. Don't think about your art itself. Think about the person delivering the message.
It really is.
Make him deliver it.
Every single time I speak and I get interrupted, I always say, do you know what? I'm going to land my plane because I've been taken off track. Not everybody has the skill to keep going when they are interrupted. The thing is, he came on here because he was being interrupted at the very start and he said, Big man, I don't want it like that. Let me go. And I asked for everyone to mute their mic. So the fact that you came off mute, madam, wasn't necessarily your question. Could have waited to the end, or you could have Googled what is a special school, and Google would have told you. It's not fair because his contribution is so important. He is incredibly well scholared. He has done his thing. He's turned his life around. He's an accomplished author. Him going to a special school, I had questions for him because it was probably at a time where Ilya lost the funding, where he should have went is to a different type of institute. But because they lost their funding, those institutes closed down, and what happened was a continuation of the institutes which were seen as educations for the subnormal children that were educationally subnormal.
Empress, what happened?
Diego left because first Commander
fucking Europa Party member.
and then Madara.
What did I talk to?
At the beginning when you said you wanted to go next and he already had his hand up
Well,
and said
brother.
no, he's going next. He only let me go first.
I literally
You
asked.
asked me.
Wait, hold on. It's not that deep. King, hold on, Empress. King, you hold on, Madara. You say that he... Hold on. This is the problem. This is the problem. It might not be deep to you, Madara, but it's obviously deep to him. Because the brother said, I've been waiting how long, right? Big man thing, if you don't let me talk, me I left the room. So, the room decided to let him talk, but then you decided to jump in. The brother already made his position clear, you know. Let me talk. But you don't want to abide by that, and it's not that deep. No, not that deep for you, Madara. But remember, the brother is not you.
Yeah, well, you are acting like I stopped him from talking and tried to talk. All I asked was a question. That's it.
Yeah, no,
when
you wanted to
tried
speak.
you tried to what do you mean by
solution for this still.
Hold on, Madara. When the brother
He can't do that, bro. Diego contributes heavily to this space. No way am I having that.
Nah, but King, I'll be honest. No, my dad does interrupt a lot and he's got a bad habit, but I'm being honest, right? I think because Diego was already frustrated, when I came in and I said, bro, can I speak? Nobody said nothing. So I think maybe at that I took his place and he was already frustrated. What Madara done, I'll be honest, 9 times out of 10, if he wasn't already frustrated, I feel his frustration led him to overreact. Madara didn't say, he said that he went to a certain kind of school, and then all Madara said does that mean a special needs school? And then Diego could have just said yeah, and then he could have continued moving. But Diego did. I understand why, but he did overreact. And Madara does go up there. I'm not trying to defend man, but well, let's keep it out. Let's play the space, bro.
No,
Kind of fuckery that way, someone.
Listen, when the brother was talking and Madara asked the question, the brother tried to stop Madara, and Madara still wants to continue and start talking about it's not that deep. Every word takes him away from his train of thought.
Nah, I hear it.
It takes him further away. So just shake him out and let the man talk.
It's true. At that point, Madara could have just allowed it, but at that point, remember, Diego had already. He was like, all it would have been was yes, and then because let's be honest, more like I do it. Well, I was when we were trying to debate you earlier, but every sentence was interrupting me or asking a clarification. Segula does it, J Bone does it. We all do it.
But Commander, you know the difference, bro. You know the difference. You contribute as well to the space, and you're also respectful. You see what I'm trying to say? I've seen you bare times conceding and letting other people chat, bro. You get me? And the truth is, I was just chatting to my uncle in the background and I could hear Diego kicking off. I don't hear him like that in this space. You see what I'm trying to say, bro? So I accept what you say, like he may have overreacted or whatnot, but don't make people feel like that in this space, bro. I try to give everyone the same level of grace, you get me?
Yeah. No, I think what it was, I came into the room and then I heard J Bone and Empress talking. I didn't hear Diego. So I think he was waiting for them, and then I asked for a reset, and then Empress spoke, and then I'm like, okay. I literally said, can I speak? Nobody had anything to say. At that
Because
point,
what had already...
No, what I'm trying to say...
Yeah, but...
what I'm trying to say is...
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying, that you're going to...
Hold on, but you're interrupting. Remember, this is an interruption.
Let him finish.
We all that's what I'm trying to say that.
Empress, you're fucking up my stance right there, you know?
I'm clearing up the thing. All it was is that I think that once I came in, I didn't know. So it's fair. I'm not trying to say that blame thing is a diagnosis. So I'm thinking maybe he missed that window. Maybe he got distracted. But there was a window when nobody was talking, and I took it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think he came back in, and I think he was extra frustrated because, you know what I'm saying? So after I spoke, someone else spoke, and he's probably frustrated at that point. So I heard his frustration when he said, big man saying, if I don't talk, I'm going to leave the room. And I really wanted to rebuttal what you were going to say, but then emotional intelligence, I'm like, nah, my man really, he must have been wanting to speak for time, even though I didn't witness it. So I'm like, God, Diego, take it, innit? And I think Madara could have let him speak, but I do think what Madara does is no different to what 9 out of 10 of us do. Sometimes we're just like, sorry, did you mean a special need? That's what it is. That's what it was. But I heard my man was frustrated, and that's what it is. And the truth is, in that occasion wasn't that deep, but my man was pissed at it.
No, it's deep. It's deep. It's always deep, right? Because it happened to me all the time, right? I'm talking, people jump in, and I forget what I'm gonna say, and I end up having to cuss them. Yeah, look here now. You know, see when you was talking, I muted my mic.
Alright, let me mute.
Right? But look, you see how you jumping in. I know me forget what me I gonna say. Same blood clot thing.
You done it to me 10 times today, more like. You done it to me the most today, more like. You done it to me 10 times this morning, bro. 10 times. I'm like, more like, let me finish my sentence.
More like,
there's nothing we can do about it now. There's nothing we can do about it now.
Let's move on. But more like, still. Big up yourself.
No, it's a shame. I did, obviously, look, big up Diego. Man knows he's a PhD.
Still get Diego's here now. Diego, come on.
Okay.
Let's get straight into it.
No, Diego, go shoot. We want to hear what you want to say. Nobody ask any clarification.
Yes, you're still talking.
Just move your mic and let the man chat. Hold on there. Hold on. Diego, you there? Apologies, brother, man. I don't hear you getting that.
Yeah, no, I am. I don't like people putting words in my mouth, trying to be smart. Like, I really don't appreciate that shit. Like, honestly speaking, I honestly don't like talking in rooms, especially big rooms anymore, because there's too many people that love the sound of their voice, you understand? In some cases, it's oil and water. I don't have to be on this app, trust me. Like, at the end of the day, scarcity creates value. I've got shit to do. You understand? The only reason why I even came up to speak was because I said, okay, this is a pertinent topic. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me, but I basically want to share this because perhaps, rather than certain kind of masturbation philosophically or what have you, I'll bring my shit and I'll bounce. I ain't got no problem doing that. But I don't like it when people will now interrupt me. I told them, listen, don't put words into my mouth, and they now start trying to accuse me of being emotional. Fuck it, let's talk about emotions for a minute, yeah? Everybody has some form of emotion in them, okay? If you're going to trigger someone, of course you're going to expect a reply. I think certain people need to really challenge the idea of emotion because everyone has emotion in them. Smiling is an emotion. Saying, cool, I'm going to remain stoic is an emotion. The lack of emotion is an emotion itself. Certain people really need to challenge that in their mind, okay? It's like a moth to a flame. Don't get it twisted. Anyway, back to what I was saying, yeah? Purely because certain people are benefiting from receiving money. So there's two acts that the UK passed. I think you got the Education Act of 1948, you got one of 1981. Resultantly, because obviously they didn't mess with you, someone needs to move up. Someone needs to mute up. I don't like that background sound. It's putting me off. Alright, cool. So there's certain allowances that come from that, yeah? Certain people can make several £1,000s from basically falsely putting their kid in that, and there ain't no checks and balances at the end of the day. Yeah. So unfortunately, and now I got sent to a school where that basically happened, and then I got sent to a more mainstream school because I was doing well and kind of evading the booby traps. They couldn't find a way to put me in the special set. Lo and behold, I think there was one time when we were doing certain, like, is it abacus, certain timetables and some other shit. I must have made them so the alphabet weren't the problem, but I basically got us to do it in reverse. And now I think I must have got to like midway through it and I started accidentally moving forward. They got me to do it again, but this time they shouted at me. Of course, keep in mind as well that I had a speech impediment. Not because I was born with it, but again, because I dealt with some kind of parental sabotage, parental alienation. It impacted me deeply. So resultingly, they put me in some special set. And then even though my work was well above the standard, they just found a way to keep me there because everybody was eating. To the extent, right, that I think they filled on some documentation that English weren't my first language. That's kind of amusing when I deep it. Anyhow, so they messed around with my education, and then I thought that shit, they really screwed me over, right? That was a calm before the storm. When I got to my secondary school, which I practically got dragged kicking and screaming to, yeah, then they now cranked it up. You understand? They really cranked it up. I got suspended for getting a haircut. You understand? First year in year 7, like what, 2 weeks in? I got a haircut. There was nothing Like, I didn't get no Nike or any borders or anything like that. It was literally, it wasn't even a skin fit. By the time I got back to school, I'm having it cut. It was probably more like a 1.5 on the sides. Got suspended for 2 weeks. But then white boys that basically got like a buzz cut, like a skinhead, they didn't get that kind of treatment. Now, because obviously there was money being made, so my school was making, I think, £16,280 a year under the pretext of providing support. Keep in mind, or actually, well, I can't say keep in mind, but I'll say this much. When I even got sent to the school that I didn't want to go to, right, I had done a common entrance. I got in the top 5 of grades. That means objectively, I was one of the top 5 intelligent kids in the year. When they were reading out the names to put us into set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they put me in set 5. I'm like, what the fuck is this? They said, oh, if you're so smart, you can work your way out. Funnily enough, like I could do, I could get 100% with my eyes closed. They moved me up. These times though, they were really cranking up. It affected everything because back then, like, again, because of neglect, I had to basically hustle to pay for my own football boots. Basically, I still am talented, but I was demonstrated outstanding ability when it came to football. And so from there, I started having clubs, professional clubs that were interested in me. You understand? Now, when you sign a YTS, they give you, the PFA have the sponsorship deal of Adidas, so you get free boots. So in my mind, I basically had to find, I said, okay, they're looking to fuck up my education. I need to start thinking about how I can make money. You get? So that was basically what it was. I said to myself that if I keep up with my education, because despite the fact they'll just suspend me for breathing wrong. I said, okay, still, let me try keeping my education. So even when I was suspended, because they at times wouldn't give me work to sabotage me, so I would be behind schedule. I said, cool, I thought out of the box. I would get certain books in the library. I started educating myself. I started educating myself about sports science, about the world of finance, certain history books that people didn't want to read that had dust on them. In fact, that set the foundation for me even being an author today. You understand? But I dealt with a lot of volatility, you understand? That was because of the school situation. Like this, I was so fucking traumatized by the time I left. GCSEs, I remember it was my Mayfield Maths GCSE coursework, and they said to me that I had to be foundation. They asked me what kind of grades should it be. I'm like, how I felt before we even started. So I said, fuck that. And I spoke to a few of my friends that were doing like advanced stuff, so to speak. Yeah. So I said, okay, I'll do stratified sampling because whether they like it or not, they're gonna have to give me good grades. Long story short, I got an A star. My teachers were pissed because of course it was gonna hit them.
Make sure you spend it in my restaurant, you prick. One chip? But no, they can't even buy McDonald's with that. No, that's it, I gotta go. Come on, Artie, another hour. I can't, Charmaine will have my balls on the menu. Cash me out. All the money, please. Richie, I get another dime. I got 3 players left. So what? Beatles up for it, right? What do I gotta be? Only, that's up the ante. Hey, sure? Anthony for 7 G's already. Say no? We'll make that back from Vito in an hour. Count this chooch out another dime. You're a fucking captain now. Enough salute. So exert a little pressure. Call that nephew of yours, Vito, and the other one. They're in the building trades, aren't they? Wait. Are you fucking serious? Richie, it's a gesture. The man has a lot of friends. Hey, you're out of your fucking mind. Don't take that attitude, Richie. Hey, you're gonna put beans in your ramp. I'll move the ramp up to your ass. Drive a Lionel up in there.
Can I help you?
Miss Gaeta, we had to put in the ramp.
What ramp?
For your husband.
Were you from rehab outreach at St. Erasmus?
And we're also supposed to, order to the toilets. Uncle Junior's my father's brother. That's a good guy, just getting old. Cranky. I used to take me to Yankee games when I was a kid. I love my uncle. At the same time, when I was young, he told my girl cousins I would never be a varsity athlete, and frankly, that was a tremendous blow to my self-esteem. A lot of friends of ours are complaining. We used to be recession-proof. No more. You can't blame it all on the Justice Department. I our friends say to me, Junior, why don't you take a larger hand in things? Something may have to be done, Olivia, about Tony. I don't know.
And history is doomed to repeat it. Let's talk about your father.
My father? Hands up!
Why are you smiling?
Just thinking about my uncle. Used to throw the ball with me.
The one with whom you have all this static?
Yeah. Uncle June. Was always practicing his curveball outside in front of the house. I was probably about 8 or 9. Not even a hello? I mean, because I love you. And I respect you. Don't pretend you're paying me respect. A son who throws his mother in an asylum. She lives like a poveretta up there. I'm sitting here like fucking patients on a monument, waiting for discipline to be handed down. Your boys were warned, and still, they embarrass me. I run my crew my way. What you did was extreme. Now you're my judge? That nephew of yours we gave a high colonic. He earns good. He's coming up. Okay. He works for me now. Maybe he gives you agita for a change. You got some set of balls, you know that? Absolutely not. I show you my hand, and you slap it away. What's the matter with you? Why can't we talk like adults anymore? Out. Next time you come in, you come heavy or not at all. You don't mean that.
She's testing. Same as your uncle.
Like little kids.
There's a good book about this. I'll give you the name.
I read, I go right out.
It's Strategies for Coping with Elder Family.
Can't fucking spank them, though.
Would it hurt you to let your mother think that she's still in charge? You have children. You know what they're like. You know that sometimes it's important to let them have the illusion of being in control.
Junior, I need to talk to you. I came in heavy, like you said, but I don't want to use it. Our friend Jackie has died. I heard. Now we need a leader. We do. And I don't want any confusion or misunderstanding. Yes?
I'm just gonna pause a second.
Sopranos are gonna wait a long time to take the reins. That's why I want it to be you, Uncle June. This is your decision? It is. You speak for the captains? I can. Come here. She drool. You had me worried there. What do you think? We're gonna mess with a guy like you? Huh? What, you been pumping iron? Look at you, strong as a bull. Hey, call Parcells. Give this guy a tryout, huh? Come here. Oh, we do bullshit. Just one thing. One thing. You know I can't be perceived with his face, right? So, Bloomfield and the paving union. It's my asking price. Congratulations. Taught me as much as anybody, except for maybe my father. Even if he wasn't my uncle, I'd be standing here saying to our new boss, salute.
We guarantee to keep the old fart in line.
Yeah, I still love that man. His favorite nephew. Look at him. Over there with my mom. Those people went to World War II. Hey, Uncle June. How you doing? He's keeping his hair. You see what a good boy he comes to visit his mother.
My son's staying for dinner, Junior. I don't suppose you have time.
You two want to visit each other.
Yeah, Junior's very busy these days with his headaches.
Not too busy to shoot the shit with you, Tony. We gotta try and catch a ball game. Hey, you got my number. All right.
That man is so full of himself since becoming capo regime. He makes me sick.
Remember when you used to I always thought you could make the pros. You could have done it. You had to swing like Joe D. You're crazy. What? You think I'm shitting you? Yeah, I could barely hit 250. That's because you didn't want it. Too busy chasing skirt. Chasing skirt, your average was 500. Yeah, what happened? So what is it you want to talk about? I hate you. No, Augustus. Are you fucking with me? No. Octavia became Augustus. Forget about that. Bottom line, Augustus was a Caesar. And everybody loved him, right? You know why? I don't know that I give a fuck. Everybody loved him because he never ate alone. Notice? It was the longest time of peace in Rome's history. He was a fair leader. And all his people loved him for that. Just the one that they stabbed in the back? No, that was Julius. Talking about Augustus. He shared his wealth, and all his people loved him. You said that 3 fucking times. I heard it. His people loved him. What's your fucking point? You remember the story you told me about the father bull talking to the son? They're up on this hill. They're looking down at a bunch of cows. And the son goes to the father, Dad, why don't we run down there and fuck one of these cows? Now, you remember what the father said? The father says, son, why don't we walk down there and fuck them all? I told you that? Yeah, why don't we fuck them all? That's funny. Okay, I get your point. Why don't you just come out with it instead of all this fucking Augustus Octavian shit? Are you okay? You've been acting mezzo morte lately. I ain't seen a long face like that since you were a kid. I'm okay. It's just, bullshit stuff. Don't worry about it. You sure? Yeah, I'm okay. Do me a favor. Don't let Tony know. He's under enough pressure.
Yeah. I'm sure he's telling the psychiatrist it's all his mother's fault.
What are you talking about, a psychiatrist?
Yeah, a psychiatrist. He's been seeing one for a while now. God only knows what he says.
Tony?
Yes, Tony.
Yeah, real scam.
Yeah, my son. The mental patient.
Remember those trips to the shore? Me and Tony used to ride the waves. I taught him how to monitor.
My son was brought up right. He needs a psychiatrist for what? To talk about his sex life?
Enough. I hate it as much as you do. So did you get any golf in down in Boca, Uncle June? Fucking manners, please. So you play manatee or what's the other one? Will you let the man tee you off? You yap worse than 6 barbers. If you'd have shut up doing that game against Mountain Lakes, you wouldn't have missed that fucking fly ball. I was ashamed to face my friends. Good, Mikey. Better. What do you mean, better? Well, you know, it's better. Whoa, Junior. Oh, Junior what? Uncle June's in a muff. What? Oh, did I say muff? I meant rough. Shut. What's that that smell? Did you guys go to a sushi bar?
The fuck's he talking about?
I thought you were a bacala, man, Uncle Joe. What are you doing eating sushi?
You fucking run off at the mouth, you know that?
South of the border, down Mexico way.
Hey, listen, my friend. At least I can deal with my own problems. Unlike some I know.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take it however you want. Don't bullshit with me.
Hey, guys, we here to play golf or what? Come on. South of the border, where the tuna fish play.
I don't know what he was talking about. He babbled.
What was that?
You're another one.
Me? Hey, he completely lacks respect.
I'm sick and tired of having to make excuses for him all the time.
It isn't right.
Because he's a fucking mental weakling.
I know.
You don't know shit, Mikey. He's seeing a psychiatrist, for Christ's sake. How about that, huh? My nephew is seeing a psychiatrist. Makes me want to cry.
No shit.
Indictment's being prepared. He's spilling his guts.
I fucking knew it.
No, you didn't fucking know it. I just told you. Anthony wants to play games, okay? I taught him games. I taught him how to play baseball.
You talking about clipping him?
Nobody would slap my wrist if I did. Anthony!
Uncle Joe!
Don't get up. I heard your knee was fucked up.
Don't worry, Mom. All right. Come on.
It's just friggin'.
It's all right. Hey.
I got Mikey Palmicho and my crew out there, cracking heads to find out who did this.
Well, we're done with them. He's gonna wish they were never born.
My nephew running things? Not that Struns. Not in this life.
I know what you think. The only son. The middle child.
Look, she can't answer you. Her speech center's been affected.
Yeah, my ass. I heard the tapes, the fucking FBI tapes. Don't tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. George Clooney, don't get in the fucking middle of this.
Mr. Soprano, Alonzo, call security.
Uncle Jude's in jail now. And I got one more little last detail I gotta take care of.
Mr. Soprano!
I didn't tell you I don't die that fucking easily, I gotta live a nice, long, happy life, which is more than I can say for you.
All right, that's enough.
Keep moving, keep moving.
I tried to do the right thing by you. You trying to be what?
He doesn't understand you.
It takes you to put me on your visitors list?
Just be careful. These motherless fucks listen to everything.
My nephew's visiting his uncle. Who loves him?
I got nothing to say to you.
So many tragedies and near tragedies to those close to you, huh?
Don't be so fucking smart. Things could have gone the other way, my little nephew.
Yeah, but they didn't. And what's all this shit I'm hearing about your heart?
This problem you and me had. I want you to know your mother had nothing to do with it.
She's dead to me.
She's a sick woman. She don't have all her marbles.
Who the fuck are you kidding? It's killing me that people are talking. That an old woman made an asshole out of you.
Not half so bad as certain rumors floating around this place about you. How Tony Soprano likes to fluff up his mother's pillow so she can get a nice long sleep.
Who said that?
You want to make all this nonsense disappear? Make peace with her. It'll look like no bad blood. It'll be good for all of us.
No fucking way. We told that fat fuck Bacala. Tell him to come out from his mouse hole. I want to see him tomorrow.
What for?
You tell my uncle that he gets to keep 5%. 5% of his shy, his sports betting. Same with the coke. The Joint Fitters Union, it's all his. Okay? Now, Bobby, listen, this is very important. He also gets to keep his stripes. As far as the feds are concerned, they got the boss of the family in jail, awaiting trial, and if they hear different, it creates confusion.
Got it.
Now, as far as the rest of everything that Junior owned, it's now mine.
Did you do what I asked?
What'd you ask me to do?
You know, make peace.
Hey, you listen. That's enough with that shit. That woman is dead to me. You let it go.
Why the fuck should I? She's my brother's wife. She doesn't realize what she says half the time.
Let's put our cards on the table here. I heard your radio debut on those tapes the feds made at Green Grove. So she doesn't know what she's saying half the time. Well, which half did you listen to? The half that doesn't make any sense? Or the half that we both know played you like a fucking child?
Nobody played me. She didn't know that she was setting you up to get popped. That's right. Your uncle isn't as dumb as you think. You, that miserable fuck Altieri, the rat bastard, all of my capos meeting behind my back.
Now, you let sleeping dogs lie, okay? All right.
What are you doing?
What, do you want to piggyback? Get the door.
Anthony, don't let me go to my grave with this guilt.
Hey, you listen to me, you old prick. You're not going anywhere.
Make things right with your mother, please.
Good night, my love. The tired old moon is descending.
You okay with this?
Do I have a choice?
Yeah, you got a choice. You can continue to run the game.
You know I'm under fucking house arrest, you cute fuck.
Well, then take the bet I give you and be happy. Either way, I'm having the executive game.
You know, your father and me started that game over 30 years ago. We were talking one day about how the credit card companies, they worked their angle. I didn't care what the fuck you bought, as long as you didn't pay all at once. They juice you to death, and you thank them for letting you have a card. You gotta be juiced and pay all at once. It's a certain kind of player. That's why we call it the executive game. My brother Johnny was one keen motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. That's why he left us with Chichi beans.
You don't know what you're talking about. Your father left Livia with a fucking package that could choke a fucking elephant. I gotta tell you, she's like a woman with a Virginia ham under her arm, crying the blues because she has no bread. Please. They don't make them like Johnny. And keep in mind that he paid the freight for your Uncle Eckley or Bonan. That was a major fucking nut.
So, who the fuck is Eckel?
Forget it. Keep thinking you know everything. Some people are so far behind in a race that they actually believe they're leading.
Yeah, that's cute. Who the fuck is Eckel?
Eckley. Let's talk about something else.
No, you open his clam, my friend. Who is he?
You don't know him. It's water under the bridge. Just know that me and your father looked out for him. He wanted for nothing.
Fuck you, fuck Eckel. I don't got time for shit.
He was my younger brother. He was between me and your father in age. His name was Eckley. Actually, Hercules. Named after my grandfather.
What are you saying? I got another uncle?
Sharp as a fucking cue ball. Yeah, I'm saying. Your father may have had a brother you didn't know about, because he was different in those days. Mother and father didn't even speak the language. They couldn't take care of a kid like that. But God bless your grandmother. She went to every charity home in this fucking state till she found one that she felt would take good care of her.
What are you saying? He was retarded?
You go fuck yourself. He was slow. He was strong as a fucking bull, handsome, like George Raft. If it was today, they might have trained him to be a whatever or something. Get him a job. They didn't understand these things back then. Jesus. What were we thinking?
Fucking believable. I remember my mother and my father arguing about something, I don't know, and She kept talking about my father's feeble-minded brother, but I always thought she meant you. What a kick in the balls. When did he die?
Not long before your father. Past is the past, this is the present. Let's talk about this game. What's my end?
I don't know, 10%.
20.
15. Call your friends. Let them know the game's happening.
You had the mummy before it was even in the theaters.
Hmm? Oh, look who's here. I wonder why the squirrels went quiet.
It's never yours. It's my ballpark.
I'm telling them about the tapes.
Yeah, these are the real Hollywood quality broadcast movies. None of that time coding bullshit, blurry pictures those Nigerians sell on the streets.
Oh, you're in on this?
10,000 units.
What's Johnny Sack say about that?
Fuck New York. Well, I better run before the wife of yours gets home. Besides, I can't be seen associating with known felons.
What's your excuse for hanging out with this undesirable?
The terms of my house arrest allow me to do my grocery shopping.
Don't put handprints on the finish. Oh, rest of the arugula rob from the garden. Don't drench it in oil this time.
It's light.
You got your nephew to thank for that.
What do you mean?
I ran into him the other day at the garbage man's ball, whatever the fuck it is. He said we can't sell coke on the road anymore.
What?
That's what he said. I guess nobody should eat but him.
Where you
He's sitting
get,
in the bell
there's this dude, Joel.
You look like Wallace Beery.
Goes around, he's
Where does he get the effrontery?
and he always wants to have
He's the boss.
conversations about, like,
Whether he has grand mouths or
and
not.
I just keep pointing
Any
out,
shit is
like,
okay with you?
Not a Christian.
How much you love him, Junior. I don't want to say anything disparaging. Why don't you just sit on that nice pile of cash you got?
My finances are nobody's goddamn business.
Yeah, and that garbage is my business. And I don't want you and another shitbird fucking it up.
Your business?
Yeah. Why don't you get to that bald dome of yours?
Why does everything have to be so difficult? You know, back in the 50s, we worked together. Even rival families settled their differences amicably.
Oh, yeah. I remember that picture of Albert on the station lying there all amicable on the barbershop floor. You know, you're right. Why the fuck should I be a good son to that fucking demented old bat, that fucking selfish, miserable cunt? She ruined my father's life. Look, we had.
But he wasn't her son. What did she do to you?
Come on, that's a matter of public record in here. We both know.
You don't like to say it, do you?
Who knows if she even knew what she was doing?
You're letting her off.
Uncle denies it, you know. That she took part.
Your uncle loves you.
I never said he didn't. Hey.
What a fucking blow.
Not you, too.
I'm serious.
What are you, breaking the terms of your house arrest?
I got a dispensation from the Martians. She's my sister-in-law, for Christ's sake. My dad's very ill, too.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for coming. Uncle Joe, you all right?
They're dropping like fucking flies.
So that charcoal broiled meat you people ate.
Nobody told us till the 80s.
I'm kidding you, you old fuck. What's the matter with you? Buckle said you wanted to see me.
I gotta talk to that wife of yours first.
Uncle Joe, come on.
This is a funeral. Enough of her soigne attitude.
What do you want?
I'm hoping that we can use this sad occasion to put bitterness and sore-headed feelings aside.
Behave how Tony wants.
I don't want to add to his stress.
There they are.
Hi, Uncle Jim.
Yeah. How's that third quote I gave you?
Ow.
Tony's win.
Ralphie Cifaretto. You got word to me.
So what does he want?
He wants to bump up the captain. The kid's been a top fucking earner ever since that rat bastard went in the program. You can't deny it. Ralphie's whipped Richie's crew into shape over there.
And 3 months ago, by you, the rat bastard was the second fucking coming. Why do you do this to me?
Because I'm the boss of this family. You forget.
I forget nothing. Don't make me say things to you we'll both regret.
Go ahead. I'm fucking fed up.
Hey, I'm on the street. That's the arrangement. Stay home, clip your coupons, be a happy man.
Things are good, I grant you that. Right. But this economy's so robust, you get credit for shit you had nothing to do with. Fucking chinks and housewives are betting football.
You better be finished.
Thank you for coming.
Fucking bitch.
Coach, what the hell are you doing?
Those marshals see you coming in here? Because I need being remanded to a fucking jail hospital right now like I need a fucking case of crabs.
There's no club out there today, and I came up to the cellar like always. What the fuck is Bacala? He's supposed to be doing this shit for you.
I sent him to the drugstore for more Pepto.
Well, you know, you're getting better. That's the important thing. You look better, too.
If you're gonna lie to me, tell me there's a broad waiting in the car wants to tongue my balls.
Hey, you want that? It's a phone call away. Still want this?
I gotta get nutrition somehow. Kennedy says eat only what I can sip through a straw. What's going on with you and Ralphie Cifaretto? Bacala took me this bad blood now.
Well, you don't got enough on your plate? I mean, in your blender? What about your own problems? When they say you could eat real food?
Who knows? Kennedy's put me under the knife again.
Oh, back up. More surgery? Don't you think you should talk to somebody else, you know, get a second opinion?
Chemo? Forget it. With Kennedy, it's cut, zip, over and out. He has the hands of an angel. And don't forget his name.
What? I'm supposed to be impressed because the man's name is John Kennedy? All the Knicks named their kids that after the guy got killed.
I love that man. He was older than me, and now look. You were gone a long time. How many White Castle did you have? I didn't, I swear. I can smell them.
Let me call Cusumano. He knows doctors in the city. He sent Silvio's mother to one. Can't hurt to make a call.
People come from the city to see Kennedy.
Good, then we won't be fighting traffic. Come on. Uncle Jim, you know I'm right.
All right, you set it up. You come with me. To listen and ask questions.
Good, good. I'll let you know, all right? All right.
My nephew thinks I need a second opinion. He doesn't like it that I'm going back under the knife. Maybe there's something to that. Or another expert heard from. Think on this, burger boy. Anthony is a cunt hair away from owning all of northern Jersey. And I am that cunt hair. So maybe he has something else on his mind beside my full, complete, speedy recovery.
Junior, all this cynicism. This can't be good for you.
Excuse me.
Let me ask you something about this JFK worship of yours. What about Hoffa and the Teamsters?
That was the brother.
Oh. You know, my uncle, he's not doing so well. He's got a bad reaction to that chemo.
That happens all the time. There's nothing that I can really do. You know, there are worse things that can happen to a person than cancer.
Uncle thinks he's gonna die. He's convinced of it. Now, you know how old people are with their superstitions. He thinks it's because he went against you.
I was a surgeon, that's all. You gotta be on your act.
Show that man the respect he deserves. Answer his phone calls.
I'm so sorry.
No, shut the door.
I'm not mother.
Jesus Christ, you're worse than Bobby. Anybody see you come in?
Yeah,
Fuck. I don't give a shit anymore.
watch some leftover turkey and stuffing. When I go.
Keep it. Everything goes through me. And these drafts, I should be down in Boca.
Drafts. It's like the fucking Amazon jungle in here. What's the thermostat say?
Don't touch it!
All right. Jesus. Grandpa, you ever work for somebody named Trillo? They own the lumber yard.
My father was a master stonemason. He never cut fucking wood.
A contractor then. Built garden apartments.
There was somebody named Trillo. He had 7 daughters. I can't remember. I thought you were going to ask my advice about Ralph Cifaretto.
Any thoughts?
What else do I have left?
Can you receive it or can you
Real
transmit it?
trimps you have on your hands here.
COVID-19 vaccines.
A good kid, but you never should have put DG in there. Strong,
Good earner. Over-respected.
not by that crew.
It's a
To
traffic
them, he's a Gibellini coming over to butt in. They don't trust him. They undermine him. On top of that, you got Ralph now pissing in their ears. Any day you'll have a mutiny on your hands.
So I take GGM. What kind of message is that send?
That you're indecisive and unsure of yourself.
Exactly. Fuck would I replace it with anything?